The story of Krazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning. Welcome back to Krazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Krazy Joe. Got another physical media review for you today, one that's perfect for Halloween. Today is Halloween as I record this, and this is a new release from our friends at Warner Archive. Warner Archive does make things on demand, which means you will have to buy this online. You're not going to find this in a brick and mortar store, but it's a classic horror film, perfect for Halloween, and that is the Hammer horror film, The Curse of Frankenstein, which is now available for the first time ever in 4K. I've seen this movie before, and it's never looked better than it does now. This is a very good disc. It's got three different versions of the movie in terms of aspect ratio. Apparently, this film was released in three different aspect ratios, which I did not know. And you've got them all here. So let's take a quick look. First of all, you get this little slip sleeve. There's Christopher Lee as the monster. There's Peter Cushing as Dr. Frankenstein. And got a glare there. Same art on the slip sleeve as on the actual disc. So disc 1 right there has the film in two different aspect ratios. They have the US aspect ratio and the actual filmed aspect ratio, which is full frame. Basically, this was shot in full frame, and then they made it a little wider for the different releases. So the US release is in one aspect ratio, and there's a full frame version, which is the filmed version. Then when you go over to disc 2, you get the British aspect ratio, which was not quite as wide as the, or actually, no, a little wider than the US release. So interesting. Three different aspect ratios. I watched the full frame. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch it as it was filmed. Apparently, that's not how it was released, but I'm like, I'll watch it as it was filmed. So I watched it in full frame. I don't think it was released in all the aspect ratios, so I guess you can't really go wrong. Sometimes I always say you want to watch something in the original aspect ratio, but it's hard to know what the original aspect ratio was when it was released in multiple aspect ratios. So what was the director's vision? I don't know, but I watched it in the film version, which is a full frame. And then you have a Blu-ray copy as well. There you go. Disc 3 is a Blu-ray, and disc 1 and 2 have the different aspect ratios of the film. There are a lot of special features on here, which are listed on the sleeve here. Can I show it to you without a glare? Can you read that? I don't know if you can read that or not, because we do get some glare. I don't know. You want to pause it, read it, but I'll read it to you, okay? On disc 1, you've got the movie in its, disc 1 has its UK aspect ratio. You get it in the 1:66:1 UK theatrical aspect ratio with a 2025 commentary by Kim Newsom, Barry Fairsaw, and Stephen Jones. Then you get the movie in its filmed version, which is a 1:37:1 open matte aspect ratio with a 2012 commentary by, the writing's so small, by Marcus Hearn and Jonathan Rigby. Then you have a special feature called Beside the Seaside, which is a conversation between a film historian and an actress that was a friend of Peter Cushing's, where they just talk about the life of Peter Cushing. We have a documentary or a featurette, I guess you should say, on the restoring the film for 4K called Reviving the Curse of Frankenstein, the alternative eyeball scene, the UK trailer, and the UK censor card. All right, so disc 2 now, you get the 1:85:1 US theatrical ratio. So that's on disc 2. You have a 2025 commentary featuring Heidi Honeycutt and Toby Rohn, and a 2020 commentary by Dr. Stephen Haberman and Konstantin Nassar. And you have some special features called Recreating the Creature, A Fitting Vocation, Topped and Toiled, Good or Tuesday, Painting with Fine Brushes, A Gothic History of Frankenstein. And Disc 3 has Frankenstein Reborn, Life with Sir, The Resurrection Men, Hideous Progeny, Torrents of Light, and Diabolus in Musica. So there you go. This thing is jam-packed with special features spread over the 3 discs. I haven't even cracked the surface of the special features. I've watched a couple, but there's a lot spread over the 3 discs. This is, without question, the definitive version of Curse of Frankenstein. If you are a fan of Hammer horror and you like this movie, this is the definitive version of the film. And the timing couldn't be better, because there's a new Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro. Just did a review on this channel, which you can find. And so Frankenstein is in the conversation again. So if you're going to watch Del Toro's Frankenstein, and come on, you know you're going to watch Del Toro's Frankenstein. Who isn't? I saw it in the theater. Liked it. It's really good. Of course, you're going to want to revisit and talk about some of the earlier versions of Frankenstein. And this is one of the classic versions. So perfect timing. Perfect timing, Warner Archive. Looks great. Like I said in my review of the Del Toro Frankenstein, I never have been crazy about the makeup effects used on Christopher Lee in this. Like that never worked for me. But that's a minor nitpick. The movie overall is a classic. So thank you to Warner Archive. This is available now. Like I said, it's made on demand, as are all Warner Archive titles. So you are going to have to get this online. You're not going to find it like at your Walmart or wherever. All right. Thank you to Warner Archive for sending me this review copy. Perfect Halloween viewing. And until next time, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, it's a trap.
Oh no,
it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
I know we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.